Hey guys.
Hey.
Yo.
I'm glad we're all here for this meeting of the minds.
And
So,
he was like,
okay, so what's going
Question about that,
Okay.
and I was gonna text everyone. What is a booty play?
I must have missed that.
I mean,
Okay, I guess.
So,
nobody said you weren't in control of it.
Right, but is that
And so everybody's like, oh, we have to stand. We have to stand now.
no, this is not her Amber Rose moment. Like, no. Mm-mm. I mean, first of all, she gets it honest.
I mean,
Well, there's that.
I was gonna
She
say.
I mean, they were put on this earth to get with ballers. Courtney missed the memo. Dana's frozen. And she's back.
She's back.
Oh, am I?
Yeah. just a bit. But so is she saying that she is being passed around the NBA?
I mean, I know, right? Well, maybe
she's
she's saying, the metaphor doesn't work.
They're not just
she's
passing her.
She's passing herself
because she's right. I mean, do you?
right.
I just don't know what a quarantine road trip is. I mean, why can't you just be in the house like everybody else for a while, for a few months,
so I'm
weeks,
going to assume your house
long.
is nice.
You see Kim K's kitchen? She has like a restaurant kitchen in her house.
Yeah,
like
she has
stainless steel
frozen yogurt machine.
I was gonna say, didn't she just have a fridge for milk? Like,
yeah.
So I know that y'all like
the lighting was doing me no favors.
Yeah. Okay, but so is she not with Ben Simmons?
I mean,
I would say no.
Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. It's like a magic trick. Now you see me, now you don't.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
I feel like,
all right, girl.
I feel like that was her saying that she's, fucking whomever she was with. But
my only thing is like, I'm going to delve into, so are you just specifically attracted to NBA players? Like,
maybe they want to be with somebody who is on their level financially.
But is it even her going after these dudes, or is it these
dudes
going after her?
True.
Because, I mean, I don't know. I think it's a little bit of both.
I think it's both.
Niggas stand for the Kardashians in every which way. Like,
yeah.
I watched an old episode earlier today of the old Kylie, and my God.
Did y'all see her twerking on TikTok?
Yes, I did.
In her bathing suit?
She has come a mighty long way with her purchase parts. And,
I mean, she doesn't even look like the same person.
No.
She looks like she got her face totally redone.
Her face, her body, her everything.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, do you, boo?
Yeah.
Do you? If it didn't hurt and cost money, I would probably
done.
If a tummy tuck didn't seem like dreadfully painful, I would get one.
Same.
Yeah, because they cut your whole stomach off and sew it back together.
I just feel like it would feel like a C-section.
I would probably get a tummy tuck also. I'd probably get a reduction. I would like mine.
I'd get boobs
taken out and put in my butt. But I don't want to look like a saddlebags though, so.
I would also get a tuck and I would probably do a lift. I don't know if I would reduce, or maybe I would get them to be more like identical twins and less fraternal.
Okay.
Or even cousins,
Okay.
because I mean,
Hey, I feel you.
they're
I
like
know.
half sisters right now.
Yep.
They have the same mom.
They got different daddies.
Yep.
So I'd even, like even them out and maybe lift them up a little bit,
My thing is like, I don't have a problem with plastic surgery.
I would just want. I just don't want to have to wear a bra.
Okay.
That would be great.
I think I would get some under eye. That might actually happen. I might actually for sure get some under eye.
I would like you
whenever
to
I go back
not,
to work.
because I think when you start doing stuff to your face,
Yeah, you run the
that's
little
when
risk.
you start looking like feline-ish.
Yeah. Yes.
Under eyes, not like cheeks, but under eyes.
Because that's what they tell you. Like, this is what we're going to do, and then they do something and they can't reverse it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we don't want you on.
No, I'm not talking about like. No, Lord.
No, we don't want that. But yeah, like niggas go hard.
What do you think of Insecure, Tasha?
Oh my god! So that episode just really spoke to me.
Word.
What? Yes.
I mean, there was a lot going on, like, but most of all, the whole little restaurant conversation with Issa and Amal, like, that was real.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, but
it
just
was nice
talking
to see him, like them actually have a real relationship versus like
instead of like
how their
coming for
relationship
each
has
other.
been.
Yeah.
I missed everything.
But
I was just saying that I enjoyed the whole restaurant scene.
Yes. Okay. I did
Issa
too.
and Amal. I enjoyed their humor together. Like when they were showing up for Thanksgiving in the ambulance in the driveway, and it was like, "Oh my God, Mom!" And it was like, "Oh, okay, it's just family."
that was real. That was real.
Then, when she texted me, when the mom texted him in the car, he's like, "Oh, Mom said, oh, never mind, it's about Stanley." But that's real. Seeing more of the demise or the downfall of Molly and Issa, like,
why couldn't they
why didn't they just talk about it right then?
Right.
Why?
Yeah.
Maybe because she said she had to go meet a vendor, and so she didn't really have time. I don't know.
I'm sorry. If you tell me I was fucking for toiletries, we're gonna talk about it right now.
Yes, right now. In the bread, rice, and flour out. I don't care. We're gonna talk about it. Over the avocados. I mean, we're not gonna pay for anything. We're gonna hash it out.
And why would she even throw that out there? A throuple. Why would she even throw a throuple? Hold on.
This has been plaguing our lives.
What has?
I mean, the synchronicity of the universe. Ever since you all brought the word throuple into my life,
it keeps coming.
It has followed me like the moon when you go outside. I cannot escape.
No. I mean, yeah, throuple. Yeah.
I mean, she was literally in a throuple, though.
I would have tried to fight. I would have tried to fight her if she said that. I would have went the fuck off, telling me I'm fucking for toilet. Like,
you're back on.
It just hit me. It hit me on like a personal level, and I just couldn't come back from it.
Yeah, I just can't imagine a friend saying that. Like, I've had friends say like some little shady stuff. You know how Molly and Issa kind of banter.
Yeah.
Like, I've had that before, but that just came like a karate chop to the throat.
No, she went for the jugular. She went to
Like,
hurt her feelings.
yeah. And for what?
Why? Because she's told the truth. How are you gonna talk about a throuple when you were for real in a throuple?
Yes. Allegedly, old girl knew about it. You were a willing participant. You were in a couple. Anyhow, so not Molly, Issa
I
and
just
Lawrence
don't.
are totally going to start messing on them.
Oh, they for sure are. When that Case of the X started playing, I said,
Yes. And how perfect was that? I don't know who's in charge of the music, but it's just
That
on.
was perfect.
I just feel like, I feel like, let me gather my thoughts. I feel like they need to, with the playlist, they need to put it out as soon as it comes out each episode,
Yeah.
not at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
I agree.
I'm with you.
But I'd rather them do it every episode, because sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I don't even know what that song is, but I want to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out here Shazamming stuff. Either I know it or I don't.
Yeah, and I don't even Shazam. I just go and Google the words.
Me too, right? I just try to remember a couple lyrics and just type it in and
Wait
go.
till I'm finished.
I
I like Condola more and more.
I
You
like
do.
Condola, but she's still not my.
I do.
So it's like,
she's not like a fave, but I like how she like put Lawrence. Is that something that I would have done? Like I intentionally didn't invite you, so because it's almost like he hurt his own feelings. Like
he did.
she niggered him.
That's true.
Like
Yeah.
she did.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
he had these
respect for her.
weird, and the whole time he's like making googly eyes, like he's just like wanting to. It's just like, go sit down somewhere. You just want to be married so bad, which why? Like for what?
He wants to be with Issa.
Yeah.
Because
I think he wants to
asked
recreate that relationship.
I think he just wants Issa. Like, I don't think he wants to recreate it. I think he wants, because when Chad hit him with, if she hadn't cheated, would you still be with her? Whatever the question was. He got all like
When last
introspective. It was either last episode or when they were talking in the car on this episode. I don't remember, but they hit him with that question and he got all like, you know, huh. Or no, maybe it was Condola. I don't know. Somebody asked him and he got all like,
he didn't have an answer for it.
Yeah. He was like wrestling within himself.
Well, I think like
the realest moment though is when she was talking to Amal about it and she was like, he wouldn't have took me to lunch and paid.
Right. But I know
that's real.
When he was in the car with his friend and his friend was like, last year you were a bum. I was like, see, so it wasn't just Issa that noticed that he was a bum. Everybody else saw it too. It wasn't like Issa was imagining it. Like he was not doing nothing. But I mean, I think that's valid where it's like, that happens all the time. It's like starter niggas.
Yeah.
You fucking put in the work. I saw a tweet that was like, I can't wait till I get a man that's been already built by another woman. I can't wait.
Well, I kind of did. So,
there you go.
There you go. But that's all I
want.
Yeah. And it's a relief because having been there, done that several times,
I ain't trying to do it.
I'm not trying to do it. And it's not so much built by someone else. It's just secure and just
It's almost like they know who they
are.
Yeah, they already went through that.
Yeah. So as rough as it is, like getting like the late start, it's totally worth it considering all the little starter kits out there. But that was real because I had been there so many times, and then things are over, and next thing you know, niggas is married, or booing up somebody or whatever. And you're like, well, that.
Well, I didn't like about the episode because I did not care about Molly being mad at her dad.
What a waste of time.
Like, I didn't care.
Well, that's a whole nother thing of her being immature. It was like,
Right.
how are you mid-30s and expect like not realize that your dad is a whole human? Like we all realized that when we were like, that moment came for me when I found out they weren't married at 15. Like, so that moment came, right? Like,
yeah.
I feel like for Molly to be this like esteemed lawyer, you know, we have a special guest,
right? And to be so smart and like so like witty, it's just like for real.
Mature. She doesn't know social cues when it comes to pretty much anybody because she's rude to her friends and she's rude to men.
But I think that speaks to how we put too much weight on people's professions. We think just because someone's a doctor or a lawyer or what, I mean, look at your president. We put too much weight and we automatically assume because someone finished law school or whatever that, oh, they must be amazing. And no, they're just as maybe even more messed up as the rest of us lowly people out here. But yeah, and it's so like, true. How are you harboring all of this for your dad when once again you were messing around with a married man?
Hello.
Mommy, I'm gonna get some nails.
What did she say?
She wants to put on some press-on nails like her mom.
Yeah.
I
mean,
you know.
Hey, I gotta show you. You know, we actually got Zoe's hair together.
What?
Yeah.
She's free.
Memory, those are big for you. You want me to paint your nails?
You know, I did. I had to. Well, not like cut it off, but like cut the tangles. Like, but no, she's still, you know. Luckily, I think it was just mainly hair that wasn't able to get shedded because it was tangled, so it wasn't like it wasn't like you know, she's out here with patches or nothing like that. She still got quite a bit.
So Lawrence and Condola, do you think? I think this can play out so many ways. Do you think he's going to start talking to Issa on the low to kind of, because he just wants Issa, or to get back at Condola? Do you think Condola's going to find out about the little side conversation, the DMs, the text messages, phone calls?
I think it's going to get messy in some way. I just don't know how they're going to make it get messy. Because there's so many, like you said, there's so many ways.
Yeah.
It could be because Issa accidentally slips up and says, like, oh.
Because she can. And
most
likely will.
Always does.
Yeah.
I think Lawrence is just, for one, I think he still has feelings for Issa. And he's realizing he wouldn't have not been with Issa if he didn't talk about her cheating. But I think that he is going to just start playing with fire, and then somehow it's going to fuck up the block party potentially.
Yeah.
Because Condola might not want to work with Issa.
And I think that's going to happen, and Issa's going to turn to Molly, and Molly's going to completely be like, nah, girl, you got it.
Yeah.
And that's going to be like the nail in their relationship.
The only thing I wish from the show is, because I'm kind of over Issa and Molly's friendship, is that they explored Issa's friendships with like Tasha or with Tiffany, or is her name Kelly? I always call her Tasha.
Kelly. Well, that's her real name. Yeah.
Because
like,
to me,
teller?
Right. No, my bad. My bad. But I just feel like it's just the whole Issa Molly thing is so dry to me. Like, it's like.
It is. It's like when, I don't know, it's just like, let them be great. You know, every friendship has their moments. They had a moment season 1, episode 1 or 2. So we already know they're going to be fine. I mean, they had issues all through the series, and they come back together. And it's like, why does it have to be a thing?
Right.
And to your point, Whitney, why can't we just explore
other, like,
girl. Yeah.
Because they're almost like not really her. They're like
frenemies.
They're like more. They're like, it seems like they're more Molly's friends than Issa's friends anyway.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Overall, I do think Issa be trying to.
Oh, go ahead.
I think Issa does try to talk to Kelly, and Kelly always says something ridiculous. Like, when I was rewatching the first episode or the first season, and she was trying to talk to her about Lawrence, and she was like, did he hit you? Are you pregnant? She like goes like,
she's
even
very
this
Kelly.
like this season she was trying to talk to her about the whole situation. I feel like at her was it her at her little mixer thing, and she just said something ridiculous, like
she was talking about
sleeping with that old man.
Dude,
So
I'm still not impressed with the season. I think there's some nuggets along the way.
Well, we're 3 episodes in.
Yeah, we're too far in at this point for me to not be like, oh God. Like, at this point, I can be like, you know what, I'll catch it. You know, I miss the first 15 minutes. I'll rewatch it later. Or whatever. So,
What do you think it is? Do you think it's because after the initial season, it was like Issa kind of blew up, and now she has all these other adventures going on, and it's just not a priority the same? Or do you think when they originally, like, do you think, I don't know what it is.
I think they waited too long.
I think that, and they're trying to do the most right now. Like, we're trying to unpack Molly and Issa. We're trying to unpack Condola and Lawrence. We're trying to unpack Lawrence and Issa. We're trying to figure this out. It's just a lot. And before, it was primarily Molly and Issa and their drama, and everybody else was like I don't know, an extra. And then, like, season 2, it became more about Molly, Issa, Lawrence. And then, like, season 3, it was Issa, all her dudes, and all her drama, her trying to figure life out. And I think we can all relate to that. Now it's like I can relate to a lot of the things that Issa says, like, you know, building a nigga, all that stuff. But it's just like, But then it's like I have to step away and remember, too, these people are 30. And, you know, this is like real stuff for them. But it just seems like I'm not latching on to the content.
Same.
So
it's like I want to be excited. I'm just not.
Do you think it's because it's so they try to put so much in such a short
give me an hour
episode?
Like,
yeah, or just so much of the episodes though are filler. They're just scenes that are kind of unnecessary, so you get bored watching it, like waiting for the next thing to happen. What I would like is that if they could somehow have like an episode that like shows them back when they were like 5 years, when like Lawrence and Issa had just got together, and that they, because Holly was like, you know what I mean, just get some background on that. Maybe I think that would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, because she gave more color to it at the dinner. She was like, you know, it wasn't just that he had just lost his job in season 1. Like, he had been a bum for a minute. So it would be nice to
like
get some more
2 years or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Or was it longer?
It was a long time. I don't know that
I know it was at least 2 years.
Yeah. But I mean, they were together for 5, but again, that would have been put them at what, like 24 or whatever. So I mean, who had it together at 24?
I kind of also, not to be on Lawrence's side because I don't like Lawrence either, but clearly he had some type of depression. Like for him to just be, it was like he didn't cut his hair, he didn't get dressed, he like wasn't doing nothing.
I think that's valid. Yeah, obviously.
I feel like they would like delve more into. They're kind of just like, oh, he was a bum. Where it's just like, clearly he was lacking something. Like something was going on with him, like mentally. Like, why would he like had a college degree? Had like, he's extremely smart. Like, what? Because was he just having trouble finding the type of job he felt like he should have had, and then it just turned into him getting comfortable? Is that what happened? Like, or did he really like? I don't know.
Well, I think the one thing that this season has shown me is why the show is called Insecure, because all these niggas are insecure about everybody. Like even Tiffany, like you look at the clip for next week and she's like, is she ugly? Just you know, be honest. And,
almost.
You know,
we just gotta run the back.
You can just tell by the way Tiffany acts that she's insecure.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what Kelly's insecurity is because she just has no F's. But I mean, you can tell Chad's insecure, Lawrence is insecure, Molly is definitely insecure. It's just that's the one thing is like. Because when she first came out with the show, I'm like, why would it be called Insecure? Like your book is called, you know, The Misadventures of the Awkward Black Girl. Like, why wouldn't it be something around awkward? Because Issa is so very awkward. But everybody else is. So I'm like, why is this show Insecure? So at this point, like, I get it. At, you know, this season. But it's still,
Can you all hear
kind
that?
of a miss.
I can't
can you hear the TV?
I mean, can you hear my children acting like it's
no
recess out there? The past couple days they have been down on like a spiritual level.
Yeah,
and
I think it must be something because there's no children here. The dog has been driving me insane.
I don't know if everybody's just really restless. Like
maybe.
Yeah.
What is happening?
It's a lot.
I don't know
how y'all do it with children. I don't know because the dog is, he is like a door open away.
He's a what?
One door being left open. The outside away.
Is he a French bulldog?
Yeah.
Oh.
He is.
I don't know. Anything else going on?
No, not from my end. No.
Same. I mean,
what's everybody been watching other than Insecure and things we've previously talked about?
I've been trying to finally watch American Gods, like Whitney has been trying to get me to do for like 3 years.
Right.
I have not heard of it. What?
It's on Star.
Okay.
It's about basically folklore gods. They roam America, and it's just a little confusing though, because it's kind of like, what's the point?
Okay, I'm gonna explain it a little bit better than what they.
Okay.
Okay, so the concept of the show is that like the gods that people believe in, whatever religion it is, like they're like people that walk around like regular people, and there's basically a war going on between the old gods that people used to believe in, which are like Odin and like these older gods that nobody, like Greek gods and stuff like that nobody believes in anymore. And then what are considered the new gods. Now the new gods are like technology, because everybody's attention goes to that, and the media, like money, stuff like that. Because the old gods, they got their power because people believed in them, but people aren't believing in them anymore. They're giving all their attention to.
Okay.
So it's just like this little sci-fi.
So they want to create a war.
Yes.
So Odin wants to create this war so that people will go back to believing in those gods, the old gods, and not the new gods.
And is this on Netflix?
The thing is,
it's not.
Okay.
It's on Stars.
It's like so.
But I got it through Amazon Prime.
There's like 30 versions of Jesus, and here's why. It's because you know how like there's like a white Jesus that people believe in, there's a black Jesus that people believe in, and then there's
a Mexican Jesus.
Like there's all these Jesuses because there's different Jesuses that people pray to. Because I don't be praying to white Jesus.
No.
So yeah, it's just a different show. You know, it's different.
It sounds interesting. I want to give it a shot.
It's a lot. So just it's a lot.
Okay.
And then the way the Game of Thrones is a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't. It's just it's kind of like a lot of it to me. The way that they talk is like really cryptic and like, what are you even saying? What is the point? And like the main character will even ask them, why did you have me do this? Why am I doing this? And no one ever really gives him an answer. And that's like what's frustrating. Because for what? You didn't even find out who he was working for till like the second to last episode of season 1. Like, he didn't even know he was working for a god. It was just,
well,
I give it a go.
I haven't started Little Fires Everywhere. I haven't started it yet.
I need to start that too.
I'm trying to listen to the book first. So
I'm not doing
but I've already seen people complain about Kerry Washington's face.
Kendra.
So that might be a struggle. She complained about her face. Yeah. I've seen other people.
That might be really anything that I'm like, oh my god, I need to watch this. Actually, it's a struggle trying to find things because I just I'm just.
Does anybody still watch How to Get Away with Murder?
I haven't watched that in like 3 years, to be honest.
Same.
No. Well, I'm on their last season.
How many times can y'all get away with murder?
Well, this is the last season.
Seriously.
This is the last season, and it's the last few episodes. Asher got murdered.
I don't even know who that. I don't even remember who Asher is.
He's from Orange Is the New Black. The white guy.
Okay.
He was like in the first season, and he got somebody that Daisha pregnant. He was a guard.
Okay.
Yeah, I have not watched it in probably it's been a long time.
All I know is her makeup always looks really like her skin be looking so flawless. And Alicia's or Viola Davis's.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, who did your makeup? They got your color perfect and everything. And Cicely Tyson's on there too occasionally. And it's like, sis, how old are you? You're like 95.
Easily. Yeah, there's nothing that I care to be like, again, like even Insecure, it's like, well, I have the DVR set, so
that's
I catch it. If I don't.
But honestly, I really just be watching YouTube all day for some reason. I just
watch my
like YouTube.
I like to watch
you know
my 600-pound life.
You do that.
Huh?
I meant to send you. You know that guy from 90 Day Fiance?
Which one?
The one with no neck?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
He looks like Slimer from Ghostbusters.
Oh, see, I do watch 90. Do you watch 90 Day Fiance, Tasha?
Yes, I do. Yes.
What do you think about Soulja Boy?
Not so.
Did you see his interview with Angela Yee?
No.
Well, he said that he was only originally with Lisa because it was easier to be with her or allow her. She said she would kill herself or something crazy like that. I'm
Are
like,
you
what?
serious?
I'm mad though that the mom finally gave them her blessing.
Right. Like,
I thought she was gonna hold out. Someone must have talked to her behind the scenes. Somebody behind the scenes was like, just say yes.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Just do it. I mean, it's like that with all of them now. Like somehow, some way, they miraculously come through with like the blessing, or like the last season, or was it before the 90s? Anyways, the one with Angela and the African dude, the old lady. What's her name? Angela.
Yeah,
and how
Angela
they wanted them to get
and
married in Africa. Yeah. And they wanted them to get married in Africa, and it was all this back and forth. Like, and then like the guy from what was it, Turkey, whose family wouldn't let him marry a girl because she had a bunch of kids, but then somehow they magically come through.
Well, he needed to be like, listen, I'm 47.
Exactly. I'm trying to get a better life in America. We can't speak the same language, but we about to get it popping.
Her kids hate me.
Her oldest son despises him.
How old was the oldest son?
Like 15.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about Yolanda and William? She's so stupid.
I can't. Like, it's
almost like, for real? Are you for real?
Yeah. That
Whitney,
show is just so
Yolanda is like mommy's age.
I think I've seen, and it's some dude who says he's in England, but he's really probably in like Nigeria.
And he's light-skinned, and he's like got a 20-pack. And it's like, why would he? She has 6 kids, like grown kids. Like, so you're telling me this guy in another country who's obviously a bodybuilder, like model-esque, wants you in America? Like, it's
a mess, and it's hilarious.
You done?
And I'm here for it.
I don't know.
Oh.
Accidentally pressed hard floor on the carpet.
Well, that's all right.
And now it's loud. Very loud.
Okay.
It's making this
Did that work?
Yeah. I was
what?
Like, did Whitney mute me? Like, because I'm like, how did Dana just mute herself with no hands?
No. You muted me?
I just wanted to see if it worked, and it did. So now I know I have power.
Whitney holds all the power.
I have control. What I don't understand is why I can't have a virtual background whenever I try to do a virtual background. Like, why do I look like this?
That's crazy.
Why do you? I forgot about virtual background.
Why?
That is weird.
This is upsetting.
Well, I did find today that you can like retouch yourself. So I'm using the retouch filter.
How can you do that? I want to see myself retouched.
Like, I only have on a little smidge of eyebrow today, and that's it. And I feel like I look pretty, like, smooth.
You do.
So,
how do you do that?
In the like the setup, like where you can do like your name and stuff. If under meetings, you have to like scroll. Is it what? Dana's frozen and very funny. But yeah, it's under the meetings. I don't think I have it on my phone.
B stands for bands. What is this? Is this from the Beyonce? lyrics?
To get on board.
I only just heard it today because you're like, you haven't heard it yet? Like, no. If I don't go outside, I'm not listening to anything.
Same. I
didn't even know it
I was
existed.
in the car when they posted it to like Tidal alerted me that it happened, so that's why.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, okay, here's an unpopular opinion. I like the part. I like Beyonce's part, but I don't like that song in general. Now I don't know if it's because I heard it too many times because of that little Savage challenge. But you won't just hear me listening to that song because I cannot take. Now, if I was getting ready to go out, you know, yourself up, I would.
Right.
But
to be honest, I don't think I've ever heard the entire song.
I haven't.
I've just heard it. That part.
My way to listen to the entire song because I don't need to.
Well, Meg is. I mean, I hope this is a safe place, but and by safe place I mean YouTube. But I feel like Meg is in the having the Cardi B effect where it's just nonstop Megan Thee Stallion, and it's all starting to sound the same to me.
It is though.
Like, girl, do you? I mean, again, for certain situations, if we were like in Jamaica trying to get ready to go out, great. But I just, I don't know. But I'm also 40, so.
Well, that's funny you say that because one of my friends came.
I too don't want to always hear about like pussy popping on a headstand. Like I really don't like, or driving a boat, or like I didn't know what the fuck that meant for forever.
I took a picture of our Zoom.
Right.
To see your face, Sasha.
But I agree.
Lovely.
I think there's a time and place for it. Like AKA, right? Like,
yeah.
Well, that's a good. What is Cardi B doing right now? Because you saw Nicki Minaj was coming out with the song with Doja Cat on Friday. She did the remix.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
Where is Cardi B?
What is Cardi?
Well, I see her.
What's
up? She might be, because I follow her on Instagram. She never shows her face anymore. She like rarely shows like any of herself.
Yeah,
they're like always doing something, but she like rarely is on there. And I wouldn't be surprised if she was pregnant again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, now's the time. Not like she can tour or do anything. So.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, all these rappers and entertainers better have like bangers coming out because all you have is time. All you need is a MacBook, a microphone, and a producer to send you some beats, and boom.
I mean,
who did I see that was on Battle Next? I saw, who was it? It was on Instagram Battle versus.
Well, the thing is, it gets confusing because there's so many people doing it that's not the official, so it gets really confusing.
Yeah, I don't know. That too is like, meh. This whole quarantine or COVID situation is just totally changing life, and I don't know.
Yeah,
like it's changing life permanently. I mean, you look at like today they were talking about Universal. AMC is going to ban movies made by Universal because Universal is talking about doing straight to streaming for like their big movies.
Emery,
like, I kind of like going to the movies sometimes, so I don't want straight to streaming all the time. But in some situations, that's cool.
I think you should have the option. It should just be an option.
Yeah, but it's like AMC is going to force the hand. Like, if you want to see a Universal movie, you're going to have to go to some other movie theater or get it at home. And now it's just like changing how we're entertained and everything. And I don't know if I'm here for it. Like, it's great and all, but I don't know. Like,
I just want to say, I bought Janae.
I think
I better still be able to go in June.
I think that we're gonna still have to start wearing masks and everything in stores. I think that they're still gonna like limit the number of people in stores and restaurants and stuff like that. Like I think some of that stuff's not gonna change.
Yeah.
But like Trolls, me and Wendy were just talking about that. They did better streaming from home.
Yeah.
Than the first Trolls did in the theaters
for 5 months.
Yeah.
And but my theory with that is a lot of that is because, for instance, we've rented it at least twice and it costs $20 each time. Because the rental only lasts 48 hours and the kids want to keep watching it over and over. Whereas like adults, like let's say a regular
I can't tell you how many times I've rented
an adult
I
movie, you're not going to rent it back to back to back to back to back.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen like that.
Yeah.
I did. What did I buy? I bought Bad Boys for Life.
Did you like it? I still haven't seen it.
And that Intruder. So I never finished it. Van has this thing where he like starts a movie or like a show and then he falls asleep. So he never sees it. So he had to start it. I think it took him 5 times to finish it.
I don't know if Tasha heard you, but all I heard was bleeps and bleeps.
Yeah. I was also yelling at the dog. So.
Oh.
I just didn't like how they're like gray.
We're losing
like
a lot, Dana.
Will Smith is like salt and pepper, and he's in there trying to like.
You're not.
Maybe it's because I was trying to lay down.
I don't know where you're saying.
He's like, Mike Lowry. Mike Lowry is like salt and pepper now, and he's like out there doing the same. It's just not. I don't know. It's just like I don't want to see a gray Will Smith like.
No.
Acting like that. I don't know. Then he like gets shot. And is in a coma for like 6 months, and they want me to believe he just is all better. I don't know.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I forgot. Anywho, yeah.
Oh, we
that's
also
another
watched that Intruder. Did y'all watch?
I don't even know what that is.
Is that with Megan Good?
With Mike Ely?
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever watched
she got on my nerves.
Megan Good movie.
Oh, absolutely. Like she plays the same character.
Unpopular opinion: she's not a good actress. They purely cast her for looks.
Yeah.
Purely, she's not
every
a good
single
actor.
time. Every single time. And I mean, this is just stupid, but I felt a way about the fact that Michael Ealy's character drove a G-Wagon and she drove a Prius. Like, in what world? If your two cars going to be a Prius and a G-Wagon.
Did you all watch The Photograph?
I have not watched that yet.
No. I think it's coming out this weekend. Like,
yeah.
Let me see.
I might try to watch that.
I might watch that.
Depending on how much it costs. I bought a grill.
They want it not it's on Amazon Prime.
It's still in the box.
It's $19.99.
I like in my mind. I'll be like,
I guess you can watch it anytime, but I don't watch movies over and over again. Once I've seen it once, I've seen it once.
Yeah. Unless it's like on like HBO and it just happens to come on again, like, oh, okay, I'll put it on. But paying for it to watch it over and over again or whatever,
not.
Dana, what did you buy?
There's more purchase options. No,
a grill, a propane grill, and I always do this. Like I always have these like ideas, like, oh, I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna do this, this, and this. Like my peach drink, still haven't made it.
Are you serious?
So I was like, all right. I know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll YouTube that. Yeah, I was like, okay, I can make like I got some like seasoning. Like I'm gonna grill me some chicken, and some shrimp, and it's still in the box.
I foresee that happening.
I got
with
a
us.
propane tank.
Yeah. You got all the makings, and it's just not making it. Well, guys, how is, we talk about movies and such, like, how's everyone hanging in there in week 439 of quarantine?
I'm just living the unemployment.
Well, I've gained 6 of the 10 pounds that I had lost. I've gained that back. It's a struggle to get dressed, like go outside.
I feel like all my days are bleeding.
But and homeschooling,
They
homeschooling's rough because they think it's summer vacation, and I lack the I mean, they already told us that Hawaii's not counting grades or nothing, so it's kind of like, so what's the point anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, mental health wise, I'm fine. I would just
I still make them do their stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. How's it going up there in the New England states?
I mean, I'm over it again. Not that I'm a super social outside type of person, but I think I'm just over it at this point. Like, again, much like you both, have alluded to, it's just like every day's the same. Like, I get up, like, what sweatpants am I going to put on today? Am I going to braid my hair, or am I going to leave it out? Like, those are like the hardest decisions to make, and it's like, I'm over it. And working from home is the trap, and people get on my nerves just as much as they do in the office. So it's like, ugh. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, if I'm home, I want to be able to do what I want to do around the house. So,
well, that and people are stupid.
So like, when you work from home, is it mainly like completing tasks and answering emails, or do you like have to be like remotely signed in, like available during work hours?
It's basically both. And I have a micro manager who is like, are you working? Are you busy? Are you whatever? Hey, let's check in. And I'm like, my God, like, everything doesn't need to be a video conference. Like, we could talk about this on the phone. And it's like, I don't know. It's just, I don't like it. And I, like, back in Ohio, I had like a standing work from home day, and I loved it. And it's like, as a professional, it's like you garner your day according to what you have going on. And if I'm not engaged 100% of the time, oh well, like, the work is getting done. It's much like being in the office. Like, how is it different if I go talk to a coworker or somebody in the kitchen for 30 minutes, or someone down in the cafeteria for an hour, or just shoot the breeze with folks? Like, how is it any different? But now you guys want to like stalk and make sure your instant message doesn't go idle. But I mean, I fixed that. I changed the timeout on it. Because it was like timing out, like going yellow after like 5 minutes. I was like, oh no. So I changed that. But yeah, it's just, in the right situation, working from home is amazing. It's just not my current situation. So
I just feel like I'll just be on YouTube posting videos, because it's the only thing that gets me through. It gives me something. Otherwise, I don't have anything to do all day long. I'm just at home with my mother in the house with 4 children.
Yeah.
And I'm not in the point where I'm like, yeah, we should just reopen everything.
Right.
I don't feel that way as well, but
Well, the leadership of this country is just questionable. I mean, we already knew
for
that,
sure.
but like Florida, they're talking about, and I get what they're saying, but they're like, yeah, pools will be open, but you have to wear a mask. Like, what? And social distance.
What?
How Sway? Like, you don't have the answers. Like, that makes no sense. So I'm going to be at the pool.
My job.
You didn't even really think about them.
My job. So when they open back up, they're like, we're going to like do all the CDC and all these recommendations. Well, social distancing is a recommendation, and there's no way to do that except to touch people.
Exactly.
That's not a thing.
Yeah. Exactly. And these businesses are not going to follow those rules.
No, they're not.
To the T. And then Florida also was like, we feel it's okay. Like, they're not opening Miami and Miami-Dade County and all that. What was it? They were like, we feel it's okay to open the rest of Florida because we have enough hospital beds and everything else. I'm like, what? Like, that makes no sense. Like, I get it. Like, okay, you have space for people. So you're basically saying, go ahead and get sick. We got room for y'all. It's okay. We'd rather open up everything because we have hospital space and ventilators. So it's cool. We good. So, okay, when you get an influx of people, then what are you going to do? Close it back down? Like, this country is driven by the almighty dollar, and it has really shown up.
That's ultimately what it is. Yeah, that's ultimately what it is. Because like so many hospitals are losing money because they're not getting those surgeries. They're not doing the elective surgeries and stuff. So that's why they're like, oh, we got to open. Because why is it important to open a barber shop and a hair? Like, were people really getting their hair done like that? No.
Well, what it is that all those people have filed unemployment. So if the job is open, you can no longer be on unemployment. You can't be optionally on unemployment. So it's like, it's really cutting down the amount of people who can claim unemployment.
Yes.
That's what it is. Because that's literally, to me, the only reason why they're like, yeah, we got to open up all the restaurants. Think of all the employees from just restaurants and fast food places alone.
But even still, you're not bringing back all them people because you can only have so many people per square feet. So you're still not going to be at full employment.
And the thing is, a lot of people are still going to get laid off because the business revenue is not going to be there because people aren't going to be going out to eat like that anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly. Like, this country is effed. And it's almost F2, it can't be repaired type state until, I don't know, it's going to take, I just don't have confidence in, definitely not current leadership, but leadership to come. I mean, yes, we want oh boy out of there, but I mean, it's like we going to trade one major problem for another problem. So.
Well, did y'all
see? So who do you guys? The what?
Diddy and that Kenny Burns guy on the internet.
No.
Okay, so yesterday Diddy was on Instagram talking with, I think, Naomi Campbell, and he was basically saying that the black vote isn't free this year. That he's like holding the black vote hostage until like the candidates can show that they support the black agenda. Now, don't get me wrong, I could be saying this all wrong, but that's the gist I got.
I don't even know who this part.
So the dude, Kenny Burns, or whoever that guy is, put under he basically commented saying like, that's really irresponsible. Like, first of all, we're trying to get Trump out of office, so shouldn't be like discouraging anybody to not vote. We should all like be pushing for people to vote. And Diddy got mad about it and deleted Kenny Burns' comment, and then one of his sons, I think it was Justin, commented under the dude's picture, like this whole thing about like, you have our number, you could call us. It's like, first of all, I don't know who you need to go sit down.
Who's Kenny Burns?
It's just this like influencer guy. I don't know what he does in the music industry for sure, but he be around all these people. He's kind of cute too. But
why does Diddy think he's still relevant enough to hold anybody's vote?
First of all,
see, that's the problem. That's what happened last election because these black people did not go out and vote.
Yes.
That's why he's in office. So like a vote, a non-vote is a vote for Trump. Like,
but all these Bernie Sanders fans, like, God love y'all. I get it. I understand. But
you know what? No. It's too late. He's out.
Over.
We only got Biden. Like, we literally only have Biden. So like, literally, like.
So who you guys think he's going to choose as his running mate?
That's a good question. Because he claimed he was going to pick a black woman, right? Remember that? But I don't think that's
that leaves it like
I can see him picking
people.
Like Elizabeth Warren.
Oh God, I hope not.
You don't like Elizabeth Warren?
It's not that I don't like her. She just gets on my nerves.
Okay.
I mean, she's cute as a button, but she's like that hyper. She's like the female Mr. Elliott.
Okay.
Like, she's just bouncing around everywhere and just all up in the mix and feeling like she's like down. And I mean, it's cool and all, but I need you to run the country. I can't with her. I mean, that's the only basis I have. I feel like she'd be capable, but I hope not. But I also don't have anyone. Like, Kamala would be
there's
cool.
Nobody that I'm like.
Yeah. I have a feeling they're vetting Hillary.
I liked Kamala for a little bit, but then You think he'll choose Hillary?
I said this a while back. Oh, I don't think it'll be a good idea. But a while back, like, Clinton Bill came out talking about something about the whole Monica thing. And I'm like, why is he talking about this right now? And then, like, I think the next day or whatever, or sometime in close proximity, Biden was like, he would choose a female running mate. And I was like, what if he's vetting Hillary and they're trying to get ahead of all the other the issues that people had with Hillary this last time, and like trying to like get ahead of it just in case? I don't think it'd be a wise move because all the Hillary haters are also not.
Yeah, I don't
going to be here for it, and that would be a no. I don't know. I don't think Amy Klobuchar, whatever her last name is, has a chance. But yeah, I don't know.
If he's talking about a woman, I think it would probably either be Kamala or Elizabeth. I don't know Elizabeth would do it, but I think Kamala would definitely do it. And I think that they would feel like that would be another way to get the black vote. But I did have it. I have an issue with her because I felt like she was pandering a little bit toward the end.
Don't they all?
Or actually, even the beginning.
Say that.
I feel like they all do that.
They all do.
Because it is like,
but when she was on like
that's all she talked about.
And, like smoking weed.
And she announced her presidential run at Howard because she went to Howard. And he's like, did you? Like, but you married a white man.
Put away all the black, and put away all the niggas in the Bay Area. Like, I just or kept them away. So I don't know. Like, I don't want to be pandered to by anyone, not my own, not others, not anyone. Like, just talk to me like a person, and don't try to appeal to me based on the fact that I like to listen to rap music, or because I like to listen to The Breakfast Club, ergo I must smoke weed and whatever, enjoy those things that you think.
Speaking of The Breakfast Club, did anybody watch their interview with Lil Boosie?
No, of course not.
A few weeks ago.
No.
That was pure comedy. It was so funny. So funny.
I'll have to go. It's like when I don't work and I'm not in the car commuting.
Yes,
I just
same.
don't.
Same.
Like, I'm not going to seek out the things that I used to do.
Well, that I've noticed that's when I listened to all my podcasts was when I was in the car.
Yes.
And if I'm the only time now, if I'm home and is if I'm cleaning up or I'm working out. I can't just sit and listen to it. I'm not going to do that.
It just doesn't seem right. Like, I listen to them at work, but like I'm at home with the TV, I'm not going to listen to a podcast. Right. So no. So, yeah, I have started to try to listen, like catch up on the read, just because I miss them, but everything else, no.
Their quarantine mail episode was pretty funny.
I'm halfway into that one. People are weird, and I mean,
so I wonder how much of these are real or how much of them are fake. But yeah, people are weird.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming up about that time.
Yeah.
You know, we covered it all, you know.
We did. Yeah.
We did. So we'll resume this next week. And
should we don't have to record this, or you can take it all out.